He may be back training for now, but it's not the Takakeisho we know, say writers who watched his in-house session yesterday. He went 6-2 over colleague Takanosho, but was hardly blasting him out. His trademark style was hidden away, as Sponichi newspaper put it. Passable movement, I suppose, was Nikkan Sports' verdict. I can't say he's in great condition, said coach Tokiwayama, but if he takes further days off, his build-up program will derail. He's building himself up thoughtfully. I know it feels like déjà vu each time he goes for Yokozuna. He'll be saddled with these injuries for the rest of his sumo days, I'm afraid. His principal chat buddy on the tour is in markedly better shape, it seems. Sekiwake Daieisho fought another 16 against salaried stablemates on Monday and claimed, compared to September when I was racing myself back to fitness, I feel properly conditioned now. The sharpness of his initial charge cut through the air like a samurai blade, according to journalists present. As for his thoughts on just turning 30, only the number changes, he laughed. It's not like my body weakens overnight. Clearly not, judging by the following day when he journeyed to Camp Tokitsukaze for 34 practice bouts. Broken down, that was 11 against Shodai, Tokihayate, and visiting pair Nishikigi and Hokuseiho, bringing 6 straight wins in signature style. Then 23 more, consecutively, against guesting Ozeki Kirishima. After scoring highly against him at first, he found himself gripped on the belt far more often and appeared to burn out later on, ending with 8 straight reverses to go 6-17 overall. The Ozeki's stamina is different level, he ruefully reflected. You've just got to hand it to him. Then again, I'll pat myself on the back for lasting 34 bouts for the first time since goodness knows when. Eisho is determined to finish the year on a high after several final day disappointments. I hadn't practiced with him in ages, so I had bags of motivation and energy right to the end, was Kirishima's verdict. Actually, I'm a bit down now you tell me I finished on 29 bouts, even though it was 45 minutes straight. I tell myself to do 30 a day to get my condition back, as I'm losing too many for comfort in practice. That was the 4th straight day on which Kirishima had come to Tokitsukaze, much to Shodai's gratitude. Despite losing 5 out of 6 to the Ozeki, recent birthday boy Shodai said, I feel I'm shaping up well. Elsewhere, Mitake Umi became the latest top division man to hold a training session for kids, in his case, in the Saga prefecture city of Ogi. His current stablemaster's father was actually born in the town. His own ring name, just like his father's, was Oginohana. In addition to more comic aspects, such as allowing 4 smaller kids to rush him at one time, he more earnestly lent his chest to junior high schoolers and taught them properly how to push. Meanwhile, towering Kotonowaka is not only training but talking increasingly like an Ozeki. Having posted 11 in July, it was a bit galling to only get 9 in September, he told Sports Hochi. But even those 9 wins have significance because they just about keep my Ozeki run going. And now it's just a case of heading into Kyushu with real mental grit and rock-firm convictions. His confidence in his sumo frame is underpinned by the fact he's been training it up since age 2. That's when I started swimming, he recalls. I did that for 10 years, and by the end was even doing freestyle medleys, with multiple turns. Yeah, no way I can do that now. The final 2 years of elementary school also saw me play soccer. I was quite the utility man. And I did all kinds of training related to sumo, strengthening the lower body, and with real desire to focus on improving my balance. When joining Sadogatake stable, like everyone else, Ozeki felt light years away. Not something you can even comprehend aiming for, is how he repeatedly puts it. But now, having come this far, I can finally fight with Ozeki in mind, and yeah, I want to see how far I get. So I'll be training hard with a view to inheriting my grandfather's ring name. He told me when he was still alive, "Whatever you're doing, aim for the top and to be the best. It's all about dreams and ambition." Then, finally, Wednesday, today, saw Terunofuji sit out training in favour of a treatment session. We've had no reports on his practice this week. That means he is out. Coach Isegahama confirmed it is still the hip that is holding him back. But his created void was filled by young Atamifuji, who today fought 22 bouts with his highest-ranked colleagues, then stayed behind after training had finished for extra work on his tachi-e. "The tour took us to so many towns that I lost track of where I was," he confessed. "But since coming to Fukuoka, I've brought myself back to fighting condition. Good job, as everyone on my fixture list is really, really strong." That's a reference to his career high rank, by the way. And Kirishima outdid his efforts of yesterday with 41 practice bouts against Daieisho and Wakamotoharu. 36 wins, 5 defeats. "And my body had the strength for 50, he maintained. "If I start resting now, I'll drop back to where I was in terms of fitness. I want to proudly tell myself that's how much you can do, and my condition has clearly gone up." That same session saw Hokuseiho struggle with the knee problem that ruled him out of over half the tour. "It's not that my movement's completely gone," he said of his 3-9 score. "I'd say it's the same as usual. I'm more concerned about movement than I am about style right now."